Hello, welcome back to Farmer's Wife Homestead. I'm Stacey if this is the first time we are meeting. Right, I'm getting my apron on. I'm going to make my easy mince and cheese pie. Yeah, I'm going to use my Russell Hobbs multi-cooker, and I'm going to show you how to do it from frozen. So I've got a frozen piece of kilo of mince, and we're going to turn that into the meat mixture as part of the pie. And I will link in the description the pie recipe. And yeah, so we're going to quickly make that up, and I'm going to pop you down and show you how I make it in the pressure cooker. Alright, so I'm just going to get my pressure cooker ready, and I really love this machine because you know, you can cook things from frozen, so if you forget to take something out, you know, you can have something on the table pretty quick. So I'm just going to grab my frozen piece of meat. So 1 kilo is roughly just over 1 pound of meat, and this is rock solid. That in there. Now I need at least 1 cup of fluid, you know, for it to create the steam. So I'm just gonna, I might put in about 1.5 cups, because I can always take it out. And I'm going to pop this on, I'm going to push manual, and I'm going to cook it for 30 minutes because it's quite a big solid chunk of meat. Normally I would do about 18 minutes, but I'll go with 30 for now. So until that's done, we will come back and we'll put the rest of the ingredients in, and then we need to let that mixture cool before we can assemble the pie. Alright, so what will be half an hour for me, or at least half an hour, because it's still got to get to the steaming and pressurising, but I'll see you in a second. Don't forget to put your vent on seal, so the steam stays within. Right, so this has just beeped that it's ready, so it's half an hour in there, or it's just been just over half an hour. So now I need to turn the toggle onto venting and let the steam come through, and then wait for this little red toggle to go down. It must be all the way down before you can open the lid. My husband's moving cows, so you may hear cows and calves. Okay, so that little red toggle is all the way down, so it's kind of a little bit like a pressure canner in some ways. You know, you've got to make sure that all the steam is gone before you can safely open this. So now I'm going to open it away from my face, unless you want a steam facial, of course. Okay, so what I've got is a great big ball of meat, and I'm just going to show you that. And I'm just going to grab myself a potato masher, and I'm just going to mash down that meat. Right, that's now fully thawed. I've got just a little bit of pink left in there, but that's okay, because once we've just given this a mash, you want all the mince to be, you know, not in big clumps. Okay, and of course you can do this in a frying pan, saucepan, Dutch oven, cast iron, whichever way you want. I'm just showing you how to do it from frozen in the pressure canner. Okay, so now that that's there, we're going to add the rest of the ingredients, but first of all I'm just going to turn this on to saute. Okay, so we want the onions, so we've got, now this is doubled for me because than the recipe that I'm going to show you, because my meat is frozen in 1 kilo packs. So we've got an onion, we've got some tomato paste, some garlic. I'm going to give some pepper, some Worcestershire sauce or Dub sauce. Actually, I was probably going to use the last of that. Got that on my list to buy. And mince needs quite a bit of salt, so a couple of really good pinches of salt and some mixed herbs just to give it a little bit of extra flavour. Then I'm going to give that a stir, and we're just going to saute this. Also going to add 2 cups of 2 OXO cubes. You could have used beef stock instead of water at the start if you wanted to. So I'm just using some stock powder. So with the stock cubes, that's, you know, in essence, it's now beef stock. So we're just going to let this simmer for 20 minutes because that's the setting. It's 20 minutes. It's got 14 left, and stir it once in a while, and then we'll come back to it and we will thicken the gravy. So that's finished. It's had its 20 minutes. You can see the mixture. There's not a lot of fluid left in there, so that's good. The recipe tells you to use corn flour and water, so a slurry, but I'm just gonna thicken it. You know, there's not a lot of fluid. You don't want too much fluid left in there. I'm just going to use a little bit of gravy powder, and then I'm just going to stir this, and it just makes a sort of a bit of a gravy and a sauce. You do not want dry meat mix. Looks beautiful and glossy, and you want it to hold its shape. Perfect. So we're just going to let this cool right down before we get it ready for the pie to put into the pie with the pastry. One way that you can cool it down faster is to transfer it to another bowl. I'm just going to show you a little more close up. You see how it's got a gravy? It's not all dry or anything like that. Luscious. Anyway, you could stand this bowl in a sink of cold water and then just stir, and that will cool it down a lot faster. It doesn't have to be cold, but it definitely needs to be cooled right down. So I'm just going to stand it in a little bit of cold water. Right, so this mince mixture is really cool now. This is what it looks like. So see, there's no sloppy sauce or anything. You don't want that because then that's not going to cook out nicely in your pie. So now I'm just going to grab my pie plate. I did have 2 of these. This mixture is enough for 2, and I've got enough pastry for 2, so I will make 2, but one of my pie plates got broken, so I might even make it just a square one or something, not sure. We'll see how we go. Yeah, I'll show you how I put this together. Right, so I'm just going to grab one piece, and I'm just going to sort of try and put the pieces together as such. Mix and match. And see there's some bits here that need a little extra, so we'll put that. And I just basically just like use your fingers and push the seams together. I don't mind that there's extra pastry. Who doesn't love a little bit of extra pastry, right? We'll trim some of it off. Okay. That's good. And we're going to pour. You don't blind bake it or anything like that. Actually, this might be perfect for one pie. Nice big thick pie actually. Yeah, look at that. Nice big full pie. And it wouldn't be mince and cheese without a bit of cheese, right? So we're just going to, you can use grated cheese or slices of cheese. I'm going to do some slices. Good sized slices. And just layer them over the top. You want a nice big thick layer of cheese, ooey gooey cheese. Just use any that you like. I've got mild here. I wouldn't put mozzarella. Because that would just be too stringy. There we go. And a little bit more there. I'm just going to add the top on there. Do the same thing. And I'm just going to add the little bits onto it now. Just press it into place. I turn over and do this side as well. Trim around the edges. And this is going to be baked in a 180 fan forced oven. Just want to put a couple of slits there and just pinch the edges together around the pie, and then fold this in. And just top with some egg wash. And into the oven 180 until cooked through. It's about 35 to 45 minutes. You want to make sure that the bottom gets thoroughly cooked. Okay, that's the finished product. We'll cut into it and see what you think. You never get the first piece out looking pretty. Thanks for joining me while we made mince and cheese pie, a very, very classic staple in New Zealand and in Australia as well. Both countries do mince pies. You can have steak pies, chicken pies, what was I going to say? Yeah, so you can have steak and cheese, steak and mushroom, steak and kidney, which is my husband's favourite, mince and cheese, gosh, lamb pies. I used to do a beautiful braised beef and red wine pie. Yeah, thank you so much for joining me, and thank you for taking time out on your day to come and spend some time with me and have a look at how we make our mince and cheese pies. All right, thank you so much, and I hopefully will see you on the next one. Take care. All right, bye.